Hello guys, welcome back to the Sportsman Untitled Extra. A bit of a different video for you today. I'm joined by Benjamin Bloom and Johnny from Borough Breakdown, and we've put the Championship table into a supercomputer and we've got them to predict exactly how the table will finish. Now, it looks very, very interesting. We should start with the automatic promotion places, Ben, because Leicester City finishing on 92 points as champions. No points deduction there, first of all.
So how super is that computer then? Yeah.
And Southampton in second on 86 points. Very interesting that those two are going to come good, which kind of the XG data probably suggests they will, but Leicester aren't going to get through the season without a points deduction, surely.
You wouldn't think so. And if that points deduction is more than 6 points, then this supercomputer has Southampton as the champions there. Is Will still going to come good and they start flying?
I think he will.
I guess. Hey?
Yeah, I think he probably will. I think what might be even more interesting from our point of view, Johnny, though, is the playoff positions, because Middlesbrough are up in third.
It's getting a nosebleed. We're so high, honest to God. Hey, look, if they could drop them, by maybe 7 or 8 points, might be in the automatics, that would make me feel a lot happier about myself. So we don't.
They've got you missing out by 1 point, Johnny.
85 points for Borough.
Just Leicester though, isn't it? I'm looking at them going, points deduction. Yeah. But yeah, it's nice to see us though, us and Coventry together again, newlywed couple. And so, yeah, it's nice to see us up there. I mean, I don't want to go to Wembley though. Oh, God, I can't do it. I can't make the trip to Wembley
You're talking to a Coventry fan. He's going to win this argument, don't worry.
It's better than finishing 8th, isn't it?
It definitely is. Excitement towards the end of the season. We have a pragmatic coach who likes to play with a handbrake on, who's very tournament-esque. So
Gareth Southgate.
Coming back.
Let's round off the rest of the playoffs. As you mentioned, Middlesbrough in third on 85 points, Coventry 80 points in fourth. Ipswich Town, Ben, 5th place, 76 points, level with West Bromwich Albion, 76 points to round off the playoffs. 76 points would be a bit of a poor season.
Disappointing, wouldn't it?
Bit of a shocking season.
Given the squad and the amount of spend. And obviously, this supercomputer thinks a super playoff semi-final between Coventry City and Ipswich. Obviously, there was a very high-stakes game between Coventry and Ipswich. At the end of the promotion season, it was won by Ipswich Town. So maybe history could repeat itself there. But yeah, I suspect you'll have some very happy Southampton fans with that, and probably some disappointed Coventry and Ipswich fans there. That's the expectations where we are right now.
Yeah, absolutely. West Brom sneaking in there on 76 points as well, apparently. You can see them doing that.
Hey, I'm going to look like a visionary here because I said it'll be top 6. So I think I'll take that, to be honest. I think Ryan Mason will do a really good job there. Do I see them in the top 6? Probably not, I would say. I think there's better teams at the moment. Stoke look really, really good this year. Bristol City, I think under Struber, are exciting to watch. So I think there's a lot fighting for that last spot, to be honest. But I mean, if they do finish 6th, I'll be running around Manchester this evening in May.
The supercomputer
this evening, if you want.
The supercomputer is acknowledging the parachute payments, though. It's got the 3-year ones in the top 5, doesn't it?
Absolutely. We haven't asked it who would win the playoffs either. There are a few really shocking predictions in this. We will come to them in a bit, but let's discuss the relegation. Unsurprisingly, Sheffield Wednesday, bottom of the league, 29 points. Blackburn Rovers and Oxford United going down with them, Ben. I mean, you can see that happening, really, can't you?
You could. I don't like to predict anyone to get relegated. It's not hard to predict Sheffield Wednesday. And again, this has got Wednesday finishing below 30 points without a potential points deduction. They might get a couple of points for the late payment issues. Reading certainly did by the EFL in League One for similar things. You haven't noticed. A couple of places up. Wrexham in 20th.
That's a big one, isn't it?
I don't see them being that low, but I'm not a supercomputer.
You're better than a supercomputer, Ben. That's why you're on the show. Wrexham in 20th.
That's a shocker, isn't it? I think Parkinson doesn't stay if they're 20th, to be honest. I think they will probably have to change it, especially with the money that they've spent. Yeah, I expect them to be a lot higher, but they're giving away a lot of high chances at the moment. They tend to drop back, don't they? And they're very passive, and then they'll absorb the pressure. And I think with the quality in the division as well, I think that they will need to adapt. But yeah, I still expect them to be a little bit higher.
They've lost 1 in 7 or 1 in 8 in all comps. They're moving in the right direction, aren't they?
100%. Yeah. So 20th, I think they're just looking at the underlying numbers for what it is right now. The way they play, I think that will not look favourably for Parkinson and Wrexham, to be honest. I want Parkinson to do well. He's Middlesbrough boy, so I think that if, better results, bit of consistency, I think they'll be comfortably mid-table, and I don't see them being 20th.
John Eustace's Derby here, 21st as well. I know they've had a poor start to the season, but that's lower than many had them
21
at the start.
draws, it says.
21 draws, my word. That would be some season, wouldn't it? And you wanted to point out that Portsmouth are 19th.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I really like Portsmouth. I think they're a cracking
Is that just
side.
because they beat Borough this week?
Yeah, but they're very good at home. Like, I feel like, where's the camera? Portsmouth deserve to be higher. They should be mid-table. I think honestly, I think John Mousinho's doing a cracking job there. They're really difficult to
Similar
beat
to
at home.
QPR as well, with the front four with Yang and Murphy and Chaplin and Bishop and Segacic.
Yeah, exactly. So put them about 14th for me. You know, get Sheffield United back down. They've given me a lot of pain over the last couple of years. So I know Ollie will be watching as well, who I've done a couple of shows with. So Ollie, I hope you're in the bottom three. So yeah, there'll be that as well. I'll take that. So yeah, get that Wrexham a bit higher. I think Derby will be down there, and I think Sheffield United will be down there as well.
Absolutely. We should talk about some of these mid-table teams, Ben, as well, because as you mentioned, Sheffield United made it up to 14th according to the to the supercomputer. We're not sure how super it is, but we will find out. You know what? If the supercomputer was right, it would really ruin the season for everyone if we were just telling everyone how it finishes, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But Sheffield United 14th. It's doable, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
You would expect them to rise.
I think Sheffield United fans would be disappointed with that. Although some of them were probably saying, "Look, just get us out of the bottom three and win some games right now." They're 14th, one place above Birmingham City there, and that might be a different manager finishing the season if Birmingham aren't in the top half.
Not only not in the top half, the points table there, they only get 52 points. And what did they get relegated with a couple of seasons ago?
51.
51? That's the manager probably won't be there. Birmingham finished 15th, right?
Who do you think takes over though if he gets sacked at Davies?
Someone box office.
Graham Potter.
Yeah, someone like that. Yeah.
It will be a manager who's just been let go by a Premier League club, and they'll go, right, bang.
Yeah, fair enough.
Big wages.
Yeah.
Big reputation.
Wayne Rooney return?
I'd love that, to be honest. You know, Potter coming in. Potter's a long-term manager as well, so I feel like it's a risk you want to bring in. But then even Russell Martin obviously being out of a job now. They like the possession style transition.
No fear football.
Yeah, exactly. So you could potentially see that. But yeah, I like I said before, I think Birmingham, I'm not on the Kool-Aid with them yet. I always feel like I'm just wanting more from them. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but every time I watch them, I'm just like, it should be a lot better than what I'm watching right now. So, yeah, I think mid-table. Would they take it? Probably not.
They set the bar high, didn't they, in that first game against Ipswich?
Yeah.
They were really good.
Should have won, yeah.
And since then, they haven't been.
It doesn't help as well, I think, with the pressure from like the owners saying, hey, we're really going for it.
Yeah,
no pressure.
he proper doubled
Chris.
down, didn't he, on Friday? Yeah.
So I was like, I mean,
And it wasn't, Johnny, it wasn't just we're really going for it, it was this season.
Yeah.
So that's answered the question about the manager being 15th, hasn't it?
But we saw that with the summer business. You don't sign a 30-year-old for £10 million if you don't want to get promoted this season.
We'll probably go again in January as well, won't
Yeah, no, we'll have to wait and see on that. Any other names here that you want to
It's
talk
nice to
about?
see Simon Stoke. Stoke fans will take a 7th after perennially 16th or below, and they've got Preston, QPR in the top 10. So the supercomputer is acknowledging good starts by some of the less fancy teams, which is nice to see.
You mentioned Middlesbrough and Coventry together, Bristol City and Preston together again as well.
I'm not in the battle of the 10th. I think it's great to see them obviously a lot higher than they have been previously. To be honest, just speaking of Middlesbrough and Coventry, I expect Coventry to be so much higher. I think this has to be the year for them, to be honest. No pressure, Simon, but I think they'll just look like the team to beat at the minute. So if I was a Coventry fan, I'd be demanding automatics at this point.
Word.
But to be fair, even with QPR, like I know they were saying they were overachieving a little bit. I still think there's so much excitement in that team, and you know, I think they'll take a 10th place and something to build on, because the last few years it's been a bit dire for them, to be honest. So, I think if there's any other teams, I would say there's one team I am quite high on. I would say it's Charlton. I really like Nathan Jones, and we were talking about like long ball football and, you know, up against it, it's us against them. I think they'll be a lot higher. I really do. I think they'll be...
Do you think they'll be the highest of the 3 promoted League One teams?
That's what Statman Dave said, you know, on the preview show, and we
Fair play
went,
to him.
"Oh," but
I don't think that'll be the case, but I mean they would take 16th, but I just really like Charlton. I don't know why.
I think you mentioned Birmingham's January spending probable. they're only going to get stronger. Wrexham the same. If they're even with a sniff of the playoffs, they're going to chuck another 10, 15 million quid at it, aren't
And what about the 3-year one parachute teams as well? That's proper gamble territory in that. Even, for big loans, they do become available from Premier League teams who, aren't going to use very good players who would boss it at Championship level.
It's the season of cash, isn't it? Whoever throws the most cash might win it. So we'll definitely see who does it. But so much risk involved. I love it.
I know. On commentary on 80 points, by the way, I said before the start of the season we need to push to try and get close to that automatic promotion and get to 80 points rather than be this team that sneaks into the playoffs. But after the start you've had, you just think you can go a bit further. Interestingly, that's the team I think we should talk about is Millwall in 12th. Do you think that's very Millwall? It seems a bit further away from the playoffs, maybe under Alex Neil. And I think expectations were probably a little higher than that, Ben.
Yeah, Millwall kind of flirt with the playoffs without. I mean, there's been a couple of seasons where you've been 2-3 games from the end, you thought, you're finally going to get in there. But I don't know, we were all a bit more excited than that. And the Coburn-Ivanovic thing seems to have run its course, already, which is a bit of a shame. But Alex Neil's a very viable Championship manager. And, Millwall are only a good home run from, really getting things moving. So I would think Millwall fans, as much as they're a sensible bunch and understand where they lay in the hierarchy, would want that a few places higher than 12, yeah.
Absolutely, and we'll leave it there. Get your thoughts in the comments down below. Has the supercomputer had a shocker? Who is actually going up from the Championship? Like and subscribe while you're there, but that's all from us on the Sportsman Untitled
Someone's
Extra.
poured one of these in the supercomputer, haven't they?
And we'll see you on Monday.